Chad Robichaux, Saving Aziz, How the Mission to Help One Became a Calling to Rescue Thousands from the Taliban. Dive into the gripping narrative of Saving Aziz, How the Mission to Help One Became a Calling to Rescue Thousands from the Taliban, by Chad Robichaux. As a Force Recon Marine, Chad formed a deep bond with Aziz, an Afghan interpreter who became both a brother and a beacon of bravery amidst the turmoil. Experience Chad's journey through the horrors of conflict and the profound camaraderie that developed between him and Aziz in a landscape shadowed by the Taliban's oppressive rule. This summary encapsulates the themes of friendship, courage, and humanitarianism as Chad's mission evolves from rescuing a single friend to orchestrating a large-scale operation that saved thousands of lives caught in the crossfire of war. Through riveting anecdotes and heart-stopping escapades, you will witness the resilience of the human spirit and the powerful legacy of selflessness that continues even beyond the battlefields of Afghanistan.
Heroes Among Us. Within the war-torn landscape of post-9/11 Afghanistan, amidst the chaos of conflict in the fight against the Taliban, unlikely heroes emerged. Chad Robichaux, a seasoned Force Recon Marine, met Aziz, a spirited 25-year-old Afghan father and English teacher turned interpreter. Their partnership, forged in the crucible of special operations, grew into a profound friendship, transcending the cultural chasms of their origins. One poignant evening, Aziz and Chad shared a night filled with food, fellowship, and hope as they watched the U.S. presidential election results. Curious about the importance of this event to Aziz and his fellow Afghans, Chad sought understanding. Aziz's response was a haunting lesson in history and survival. Leading Chad to a deserted building, Aziz revealed a grimmer side of reality, an empty pool marked by bullet holes where executions had taken place. The grim sight spoke volumes of a brutal past, where both adults and children's lives were violently claimed. This tragic history underscored why many Afghans, like Aziz, longed for freedom and why they held hope in U.S. intervention. They remembered a more liberating era, especially for women, but such memories were overshadowed by decades of conflict and tyranny under the ultra-conservative Taliban. The people of Afghanistan, strong and resilient, were ready to lay down their lives to resist oppression, to protect their families, and reclaim their future. Chad carried the sobriety. The courage within. Aziz exemplified bravery beyond his roles as an English teacher and interpreter. In times of danger, he showed an exceptional ability to remain calm and take decisive action. When a Taliban attack left Jerry, one of Chad's employees, trapped in their office, Aziz needed no prompting to join Chad in a daring rescue. While Chad led Jerry to safety, Aziz fearlessly provided cover fire, demonstrating his readiness to risk his life for others. His relentless courage was further evident in their deal with an unfamiliar artillery contact. Despite Chad's assurance through a mutual acquaintance, Aziz's intuition screamed caution. Insisting on additional backup proved crucial when the transaction took an unexpected turn. As tensions mounted, Aziz's strategic foresight allowed his team to effectively handle the situation. Positioned as lookouts, they remained vigilant, and when another vehicle approached unannounced, they swiftly gained the advantage, ensuring a safe outcome. Aziz's instincts and willingness to put others before himself were invaluable assets to Chad's team. His courageous deeds were not just acts of bravery, they were lifelines that safeguarded his comrades, underscoring why his story is one worth telling. Secrets of Survival. Chad parted with Aziz in a seemingly ordinary goodbye, both unaware of the storm brewing on the horizon. After a fruitful mission, Chad was urgently dispatched to the Persian Gulf, only to learn that his mission had been compromised. A Taliban group had captured 10 of his allies, leaving only 2 survivors. With determination outweighing personal risk, Chad returned to Afghanistan. However, things took a dark turn when he was captured and held for hours of interrogation. The details of his ordeal remain a mystery, but the experience left him deeply shaken. Shortly afterward, U.S. forces retaliated against the group responsible for Chad's allies' deaths. During that time, Chad's home in Afghanistan was destroyed in an explosion. Though uninjured, this event intensified Chad's struggles with PTSD. Recognizing that his mental state posed a danger to his team, he made a coded call to his superiors, signaling severe distress and a desperate need for help. Warrior of Resilience. Chad's journey through turmoil and transformation stands as a testament to resilience and purpose. Struggling to adapt to civilian life, he dived into mixed martial arts as a means of coping. However, it wasn't until he hit rock bottom, on the brink of losing his marriage, that he found faith and renewed purpose. This turning point led him to establish the Mighty Oaks Foundation to assist veterans in transitioning back to civilian life. In 2021, amid the political complexities of the U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan, Chad's mission evolved. A dear friend, Aziz, who had served as an interpreter for the U.S., faced a dire situation. Despite his eligibility for a special immigration visa, bureaucratic delays put his life in jeopardy as the withdrawal deadline loomed. Chad was spurred into action, raising funds for a rescue operation. As the situation intensified with the withdrawal date moved up to August 31st, Chad's resolve deepened. Realizing that their resources could aid more than just Aziz's family, he conceived a bolder mission: save our allies. By collaborating with multiple foundations and non-governmental organizations, Chad and his team expanded their efforts. They raised millions to rescue not only Aziz but also thousands of American citizens and allies trapped in Afghanistan. Through tenacity and partnership, Save Our Allies garnered international support, securing refuge for countless individuals. Chad's poignant reunion with Aziz in Afghanistan was a personal victory amid broader humanitarian achievements. His story underscores the power of determination, collective effort, and the enduring bonds formed in the heat of crisis. Chaos and Courage. In a landscape marked by chaos outside Kabul airport, the UAE became a sanctuary, allowing Chad and his team a critical base of operations. U.S. Marines stood firm against a tide of people desperate to escape, while Taliban checkpoints added another layer of danger. Save Our Allies focused on rescuing American citizens and allies, navigating the perilous environment through covert nighttime evacuations or swift daylight operations. Amid these grave challenges, every mission teetered on the brink of calamity, with the potential for devastating consequences for both evacuees and rescuers. A tense encounter with a U.S. Marine illustrates the hazards faced. When a busload of evacuees was stopped and asked for proof of passage rights, the mission faltered under strict legalities, scattering those aboard back into uncertainty. Yet, amidst such heartbreak, there were tales of triumph, with Chad's team successfully rescuing 1,000 people daily, including Aziz and his family. Such stories of resilience and determination highlighted the extraordinary efforts made to turn despair into hope, underscoring the complexity and urgency of the mission. Title * Bonds Beyond Borders. Friendships forged through adversity have the power to change countless lives, as demonstrated by Chad's actions in the UAE 3 days after his arrival. Reuniting with Aziz was an emotional moment, underscoring the deep bond they shared. Aziz's family embraced Chad, and his children fondly called him uncle. Families like Aziz's, who were temporarily housed in apartments, opened their doors to Chad, recalling how they had once done so during his time in Afghanistan. Despite the housing, the situation for the refugees was chaotic, lacking a system to reunite them with loved ones. Aziz, known for his leadership, swiftly transformed from a refugee into a key organizer. He orchestrated the process of settling people in their apartments and spearheaded efforts to help families find one another. Undeterred by the chaos, the organization Save Our Allies was determined to make a difference. Working tirelessly, they rescued over 10,000 allies before a tragic explosion disrupted the operation. Yet, the mission persisted. Following the American withdrawal, Save Our Allies adapted, executing meticulously planned covert operations that rescued families, one by one, from a perilous environment. Amidst numerous untold stories, some rescues gained attention, such as saving the FIFA women's soccer team to Qatar and transporting MMA fighters to Abu Dhabi. Another remarkable achievement was flying 55 U.S. citizens directly to New York City. However, the mission of Save Our Allies goes beyond rescue. They are dedicated to enhancing the lives of refugees by aiding them in their transition to new homes and funding mental health care for those who endured the horrors of war. A profound bond between two men catalyzed a life-saving mission, emphasizing that the strength of connection can alter the fate of thousands. Chad's determination, inspired by his friendship with Aziz, led to the rescue of over 17,000 refugees from the perils imposed by the Taliban. Their ongoing efforts continue, with evacuations expected to persist well into 2024, exemplifying how personal bonds and unwavering commitment can significantly impact humanitarian crises.
Through the powerful narrative of Saving Aziz, Chad Robichaux conveys a message of enduring friendship, the courage derived from personal bonds, and an unwavering commitment to humanitarian efforts. The book captures the evolution of Chad's mission, from saving a cherished friend to launching Save Our Allies, an initiative that has rescued thousands from the grips of the Taliban. As you reflect on this journey, it becomes evident that the heroism displayed stems from shared human experiences and the resilience found in brotherhood. Chad and Aziz's story is a poignant reminder that individual acts of bravery can spark monumental change, impacting countless lives. The ongoing efforts to evacuate and support Afghan refugees emphasize that the struggle for safety and freedom is far from over, but with determination, the impact of one mission can transform into a legacy of salvation and hope.